Almost lost it.
Does that mean I can smoke too?
No. I've just put on a star performance and he's giving me this. Now I just want to point something else out here. We're ready to hit the bars. And we're ready to hit them hard if we need to.
Group sex.
This man here has a Japanese wife.
Japanese.
In Japanese culture, the number of mistresses that a man has puts him in higher standing with his wife. So that she will
That's true.
entertain the idea of visiting him.
Yeah, right now, 0.
Zero!
0.
So we must go out and find this gentleman. We can use these.
Yeah.
We can use the vril currency. We can use the laminated money. We can use any of these things.
My poor wife, I only have 0 mistresses. Makes her look horrible.
If you only had one. And there is a caveat here in regards to the woman. She can ask for no financial remuneration because that would undermine the family, which is very important in Japanese culture too.
Maybe 5.
Now, if she were to pay for his sexual services, that would
That's good.
your esteem and your status with your wife would be beyond measure.
There.
So that's why we're here tonight, to go to the bars, to find this man a mistress. Now you may know someone out there that is looking for a highly intelligent. This man is very capable of numbers. He's like a computer genius.
Yeah, just look at that.
If he should accidentally produce a progeny, it would be highly intelligent, I can tell you that. I wouldn't use an augment or an auxiliary that wasn't of the highest caliber. So for breeding purposes, I say this guy is the A team. So go out there. Even if we don't go out to the bars tonight, keep that in mind. Do you have a card that you can give them so if they need to call in, they can call you? We'll provide them with cards later on so that they can call in. Can I put my ashes in here? Where would you want the ashes?
I think that one's empty, so you're good.
I'm good, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it, unless you have something you'd like to say, young augment.
Group sex.
Group sex, he says. I don't see anyone naked, except myself. I'm halfway there. No. I think your wife is still interested in you having a mistress of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
However, there is a certain point in every earthling's life when that distinction is no longer important. And you may have reached that point.
Just maybe.
Tonight, you've got to broaden your view.
Broad.
Very broad.
Broad.
So are there any questions? Some of you are still maybe uncertain of vril culture and what we have to offer the planet.
How much does a scuba suit cost in general?
I looked for 5 years because I had this idea for 5 years ago. And yet I have a certain reservation about spending money wastefully. And I said to myself, unless I had something distinctly under $200, I was not going to go forward on it. But luckily, scuba diving suits don't sell well in the winter. So I was able to get this beautiful 7mm neoprene suit for only $150. And by the way, for some of you that are enthusiasts and want to be part of vril culture, I can set you up with a suit and with the particular lighting.
Have you jumped in cold water with it yet?
No, but luckily the way I've got it set up is the lighting will come off and I can actually use it in cold water, which I intend to do. Back at Prototopia in North Idaho, and you've been there. It's a wonderful place.
Works in snow.
And works in the snow. The first thing I did once I got my wife and my daughter helped me put this suit together. My daughter doesn't think that my odd behaviors are is something that she wants to be a part of. But she assisted, and the first thing I did, it was 10 degrees, and I went out and I buried myself in a snowdrift. And I felt perfectly comfortable in the snowdrift.
Right on.
Right on. How many of you here have ever buried yourself in a snowdrift and just felt it? You did?
So did she.
How'd you like it?
That was pretty good.
And without a suit?
Well,
How'd you do it?
I didn't have a scuba suit,
Tell me all the fascinating.
but it was kind of an accident.
Were you nude?
No. I had pants on.
Okay, that's good.
It helps.
Well, evidently we've got 2 women that are willing to go into a snowdrift tonight. That's pretty. There are no drifts out there.
I don't know if we said that. Did we say that?
With pants on.
You know, as a Brilliant, I read what a person says, and I don't understand the distinct nuances of your language. So when you say that you're willing to go into a snowdrift with nothing but pants on, I'm assuming that you're ready to do it. At a moment's notice.
Kind of thirsty here.
Just listening to me talk does that to people.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Which one is the empty one? I don't want to sully your beer. Cigarette. Any other questions?
Won't be the first time.
That was a good question, and we want to field. You can direct questions to him too. He's not dumb and mute. Notice that this whole presentation is also being transmitted to Vril, where they're watching it on something far better than a flat screen TV.
Realcast, huh?
Vrilcast, it's 3D, it's virtual, it's real, you're immersed in it. And Vril is fascinated with Earthlings of all types and their novel behavior patterns. The fact that no one has gotten nude and there hasn't been any group sex, that's outrageous. It doesn't happen on Vril.
Kind of boring.
It's kind of boring. I wonder if we go across just down the hall and just ask somebody else. We could just go door to door.
Right on.
Right on. Any other questions?
So when did you come to Earth from Vril?
You were here that day when I arrived.
I
You
was.
forget that?
I do.
I gave you the Brilliant currency. You've got it right up here.
Oh, so just 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Wow.
I showed you the suit.
It's true.
Antoine. Antoine.
That's-
on the money, man.
By the way, that's the official salute to the Emperor of Vril. Usually it's done with both hands, though.
Antoine.
Antoine. Emperor of Vril. We hate that dirty, rotten son of a bitch. You know that he's got a monopoly on the Vril, which could save your civilization because 1 cubic centimeter of Vrillium is enough to power the USS Enterprise for 100,000 years.
So why don't you think I could take the place of the evil Brilliant Emperor? Do you think my acting skills are that?
I don't think you're
Gauche?
into it enough. You've got to
I mean,
be.
is he that gauche?
You've
I
got
mean,
to be
what is-
saturated with Vril culture, and you're not saturated at this point.
Sorry.
That's true.
You're still reserved and not willing to take the next step of getting naked and doing what needs to be done here, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
If you do that, I think you could replace the Emperor.
Well, doesn't sound like a great job. No one likes him.
No, they hate that fucking bastard. But the thing is, you can get your hands on the Vril, and then we could power the civilization, and we could become immensely rich. Because I don't want to go back to Vril. I want to stay on.
What
this
happens when
planet.
he becomes emperor and you don't like him anymore?
I'll be on Earth. He'll be on Vril. You know, he can do whatever he wants there. I don't care. It's his deal. You know, the Emperor of Vril doesn't care if somebody's giving him the bird. You know, he's rich, and you know, He's just like the president of Egypt. He's, people hate him and they want to overthrow him, but what you gonna do? He's just too powerful. So, any other questions?
Is he gonna have to wear a toupee if he wants to disguise himself as the emperor? Because I see in the picture, the emperor
Yes.
has a full head of hair.
Yeah, the
Or are they
emperor.
gonna believe that he went overnight?
The emperor of Vril is, I don't know if it's a genetic peculiarity, but he has got a full set of hair.
Set.
He's a beautiful man with a full set of hair. And that's not to cast aspersions, but you will have to wear a rug if you're going there. Antoine.
I'm usually opposed to wearing rugs.
Yeah. If you get a very high quality one and you glue it on, I don't think
Still
they'll-
looks bad.
It's like a little peanut butter connection.
Little hot glue.
A little hot glue, I think, will work nicely. So anyway, any other questions? I sure really brought my clothes back here. I sure fucked up big on this one.
Sets.
Yeah,
Naked.
naked.
Right.
I forgot that my containment suit has been violated here.
Oh, fuck.
No fuck. No one's died yet. I don't know what's going on. What do you think?
I'm thirsty.
Here, go get some more water.
I have another question.
All right.
How excruciating was it keeping that ice pack next to your back?
I felt good. It actually cooled me down, and I'm still sweating